let me show you what it's like to go ahead and recreate your bookkeeping in Excel. Now remember, when I say Excel, I'm referring to all of the spreadsheet methods. So you can use any spreadsheet method. There's Excel, there's Smart Sheets, there is Google Spreadsheets, there's even Microsoft Online, Excel Online. And so just keep that in mind. We're talking about any spreadsheet method, right? And so what you need to do here is you want to go ahead and start actually filtering the columns, as you can see here, and you want to filter them and create what's called a table, so that way you can easily start categorizing right inside of the spreadsheet method. So for instance, I created a column for the payee, so where is this transaction coming from and from who, whether it's a customer, it would be a money incoming from a customer, or if it's a vendor, it's the money I paid out. I also created a table for the different chart of accounts. So these are the different account names that I have. I also created a table column for the 5 main account types. We know what those are, right? We got assets, liabilities, and equity, and income and expenses. So I created a table for that. And what that allows you to do is, as you go into each one of these line items, you can just quickly drop down and start, let's say, typing in, and the actual account will come in. As long as you have a table inside of a spreadsheet, it's going to allow you to do what's called smart type, which is as you start typing in, it will quickly finish the type. So again, let's say for instance, on this table, I have training. So if I start typing in training, then it's going to go ahead and finish that for me. But again, just keep that in mind. You are doing everything manually here. You're basically having to sort it between money in and money out. You're going to create the tables, and then you're going to have to go line by line and categorize each one of these. When you're done with that, then what you need to do is you need to go ahead and sort by the actual account classification. So separate the income from the expenses. And why do you want to do that? Because you need to transfer those totals into an actual P&L. So here's an example of a P&L that I did, and I did this really quickly. And essentially what you need to do is you need to grab those totals by month, and you need to separate it by month into a yearly spreadsheet. But you first need to create a monthly P&L, so monthly profit and loss with income minus expenses equals your profit or loss. And then at the very end of this spreadsheet, you're going to have a total number, and those total numbers are what are going to eventually live on the Schedule C for your sole proprietorship. So now let me be honest, that's exactly what I will use for my simple self-employed sole proprietorships, because they weren't at a level where they needed the robust accounting of QuickBooks Online. And they also didn't want to pay a month for this. And so it made sense for me to have to do this work, so that way I can recreate their book, so that way I can create a profit and loss in Excel, or in my case, I started doing it in Google Sheets because I use Google Drive for a lot of the collaboration. And then I would essentially use this year-end P&L, and I'd put this onto the Schedule C, and I'd be able to go ahead and finish their tax returns. So this is a legitimate method. What happens is it's so manual, and when you can just pay and actually do it all in an automated machine learning tool, it just made much more sense for myself and for my independent contractors and freelancers and solopreneurs that are basically the one man or the one woman show. This just has so much value for them, because it's not only them being ready and being compliant with their finances and taxes. There's a lot more they can do in these softwares than that. And so it just made much more sense to use it.